I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not familiar. It's a new craze, and your girls, do you want it to say, hey, I wanna, to say, hey, I wanna.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother, and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin Tyler McElroy.
I'm your middlest brother, Travis Sherman McElroy.
I'm your sweet baby brother and 30 under 30 media luminary Griffin McElroy. And boys, here we are. A lot of folks said we wouldn't make it to 340, but here we are. This is it now, isn't it? Is this
Who said that?
Looks like we made it.
The haters and the critics and the critic cartoon with John Lovitz. I had an idea because we've been going at this for 340 episodes. We've been doing this for 19 years. Y'all think you can fight me? Fight these tears? No, you can't, because we've been going for so long. And the main criticism we've been getting from the critic cartoon is that just so stale. Just extremely stale.
Yeah, a lot of people have said it's stale now.
They
Getting
said
crusty. They say it's got crust.
It says like year-old wheat thins. I said I'd still fuck with year-old wheat thins. They're still wheat thins. Like hello.
Especially if they're one of those like rosemary and olive oil.
They're like one of the
content.
flavor blasted ones. Absolutely, Travis. Pizza blasted wheat thins. Yes. So I had.
I like Triscuits better.
Whoa.
Well, now this is the whole thing.
Whoa.
Triscuits are like a single use case food stuff. There's like
Triscuits are.
If I eat a
Triscuits are a
Triscuit,
better
I'm going to
cheese
say
conveyance than wheat thins.
Well, yeah, just because there's more area upon which for the cheese.
Wait, hold on. Justin, did you say you don't fuck with cheese?
I don't fuck with cheese on cracker. I like raw cheese. I don't fuck with that. You know that. You know that about me. I don't fuck with raw cheese.
I didn't know that.
I don't fuck with raw cheese.
So wait, it's got to be grilled or no? That's it? That's
it's
the only
sort of... No, it's got to be melted. I don't like the texture of raw cheese. I like cooked cheese. Pizza,
cool.
Yes. Grilled cheese,
I got you a fucking fondue set for Christmas once. I did not know I was getting you essentially a mandatory cheese like conversion device. It's exciting.
That fondue set is the Ellis Island of my cheese. You have to come here first and
give me your tired. I'm hungry. Yeah.
Literally.
Okay, so listen, fuckos.
Okay.
340 is so stale. People hate it. People
like
just
old
hate it.
cheese.
Like old cheese. And so I had an idea to mix up. It can be like a special episode. Maybe we do it every 340. Next one's popping up at 680 here in 2024 or whatever. And that my idea is just to change the structure of the show a little bit. It's a very special episode. You know how TV shows do special episodes sometimes where like there was the real life Simpsons that one time. Mm-hmm. And then there was the episode of Simpsons where you saw Homer's dick and everybody was so excited about it. And like it was in TV Guide, like catch it, Homer's dick. What's it going to be like? Weird? Probably. Yeah. It's going to be like that. It'll be our Homer's dick episode. And my idea for the structure, you guys ready for this? I think it's quite clever. Shows an hour long.
Okay.
What if we each have a 20-minute chunk of the podcast where we can do our own thing, and we can kind of dial out a little bit and step back and just do what we want to do and just take a quick 20-minute break. And I'll volunteer to take this first chunk because I think that's only fair. And right now we're at 4 minutes, so right now I have 16 minutes. But during my 16-minute break, I can get some things done that I can't get done because my baby has stopped sleeping like he's in a fucking Nightmare on Elm Street movie. And I can just like go cut my nail.
You can take care of your dream warrior baby.
I can take care of my dream warrior baby, or I can take care of me and sleep on the rug of my office.
Let me tell you why this is an amazing idea, Griffin.
Well, hold on. I want to tell everybody what else I want to do, and that's I'm going to wake up with like 90 seconds left and cut my nails because I've been meaning to do it for like a week and a half. And I haven't been able to cut my nails for a week and a half. So dad life, hashtag dad life.
I love this because it's like Arrested Development sort of take on it. Like, we'll never get all the original guys in the same room again.
Yes,
so this is like a spin-off episode.
Well, and not only
about
that,
each of us.
but the most commonly heard feedback we get is, I can't tell the difference between your voices. So, like, no, if we don't announce it, I think we could go long chunks of the show without talking. And I don't think, if we just occasionally said, like, and I'm Justin, and, like, whoever says it, it doesn't really matter. People will be like, yeah, this tracks. I think that was all three of them.
And the chemistry between the three of us is excellent, right? That it's the witch's cauldron in which our comedy magic is mixed up, and we cast our spell like the fucking Sanderson sisters. But what about the individual one-on-one stuff? We don't get that anymore. So I'm going to go to fucking sleep on the floor of my office without a pillow or blanket or anything. And then I'm going to cut my nails, and we'll see what like you guys what you guys are bringing to the table. And then I'll come back and we'll do me and Travis and me and Justin.
This is going to be weird when we hit where Yahoo Answers would normally go, or maybe
We just won't have it there.
Squad.
Yeah. Or if, fucking shit. You're right. I wouldn't trust you guys to get the good Yahoos going.
I would trust you guys to do Sad Libs. I think you would handle it with dignity and aplomb.
A dog could do Sad Libs, Travis. The work that you do could be easily recreated by a dog.
How awesome would that be?
It would be good, though.
That's a dog's.
I might have to work that out.
That is a dog's purpose. So
To do.
Oh, listen to that. Listen, we got a volunteer.
She's doing it.
I love that.
She just said boner.
Oh, I love it.
So that's a good one.
These are better than mine. Oh no.
Yeah, these are really good.
I do enjoy how much of Griffin's time we've used up with this prattling on.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to feel, because now I was fine when it was like 4 minutes, but now it's like almost 7, and I could do so much stuff in the 7 minutes that I no longer have anymore. I could go to heaven, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
do a little closet kissing, or I could just cut my fucking nails for once, because it's getting pretty Guinness Book of World Records over here, folks. It's rough stuff.
Yeah.
Just as a test from the last time you heard me talk, I just like got up and left my microphone and just went away. I kept my headphones on so I could hear you guys, but like I was in the other room. I was just enjoying the moment.
I don't want folks to get mad at us either and say like, you guys aren't taking this seriously. This shows my everything. Are you kidding
me right now?
But I will just leave to go take a nap. I will take, yeah.
All right, well, I'll start by carrying the load. Griffin, you obviously can't sleep now because you've only got 13 minutes, almost 12
You're right.
minutes.
I'll sacrifice my block.
Okay, great. I don't think we're going to do your idea, but I would like to read a question if you guys are ready.
Oh, all right.
Okay. I want you to know that I'm going to spread my 20 minutes throughout the show. So if there's like a 30-second chunk where you're like, Travis hasn't said anything for a while, that's my time.
Okay.
So just your usual...
Just the usual thing.
Sort of way.
I'm probably going to zone out and like check my Twitter replies to see what people have said about me. And
hey, what's the sound?
What's that? Really? Really?
I want a munch!
Squad.
I want to munch!
Squad. Here's the thing about the Munch Squad, Justin, especially when you lead with it. I put about 3 to 4 hours of work into putting together a question list, and then we lead off with a Munch Squad, and it just.
I have told you so many fucking times, just save the ones we don't use. You never do it.
But those are old. They get stale like old cheese,
They're
Justin.
evergreen, Travis. Just recycle them if we don't use them. I've told you this 1,000 times.
Well, we just keep getting these topical problems.
Shut up. That's ridiculous.
At the rate, Travis puts together a list of like 14 questions, and then we answer 3 during the show. If we reused ones from the back catalog, we would be answering questions today like, I'm sad that Friends is ending.
Yeah, I know everybody in America has probably felt a vibe this week of like, things are really good. And I wonder if you're...
That's weird. For me, it was opposite.
No, I'm pretty sure everybody in America has felt this way, and you haven't exactly known why. But this is about osmosis. It's about fluid intelligence. It's something an awareness that we all share. And that awareness is that finally, after months of being denied it, finally Taco Bell has dropped it on us. That's right. The Naked Chicken Chalupa is in stores nationwide as of Jan 26. Here's the subhead of the press release.
Explain what yes.
The subhead of the press release explains it. The shell is the chicken. The chicken is the shell.
When you eat a sandwich and you eat a taco, you are participating in a unspoken social agreement that there are parts of your food you're allowed to touch with your bare, grubby, nasty, naked hands.
Correct.
And it's the the carbohydrate parts of the food experience. You can touch it right on the carbs. That's fine. And you can eat where you touched it on the carbs, and that's fine because we all agree that that's okay. This and its bastard brother, the Double Down, is such a perversion of that rule. Where because that's the part of the food that is not good to touch.
Not pleasant.
It's not good. That's not good. No, it feels pleasant. I'm sure it feels pleasant or whatever. But like that's not the touching part of the food. It's not the carbohydrate.
Quick sidebar before we talk about this. I'm sorry that this podcast is like it is sometimes. Quick sidebar. When you guys are driving and your wife is in the passenger seat and you're on a road trip and you stop for food on the way, Sydney had this thing where she would unwrap the food halfway so I could hold it in a wrapper while I ate the food. And after 10 years, I finally told her, that's insane. I just need to hold the sandwich, like just the whole thing. Do you guys run into this issue, and where do you stand on it? As long as we're talking about touching food.
My problem is that if I do that, I will be very cognizant of the fact that I don't want to eat the wrapper and seem like some sort of comedy fat man.
There's nothing worse than like pulling away and seeing a bite mark into the paper.
In the paper, but I already swallowed it, and it was like, damn, that Checkers paper though. It's got like a spice to it.
Now, that's a problem right there. Give me some flavored edible paper.
You see people like that on My Strange Addiction all the time. You know, people don't eat their mattresses.
Fair.
The first bite is always by accident. So
My Strange Addiction, the original Munch Squad. I wanna munch a mattress.
Justin, to answer your question, if I am traveling, my food of choice is always and will always be the Dairy Queen chicken strip basket with gravy and toast within it.
Are you fucking kidding me that when you're operating a motor vehicle, your food of choice is a dippable? It's a dippable?
I will drive 40 to 50 miles out of my way to find a Dairy Queen if I'm on the road.
Yeah.
But it's a dippable?
But it's also got gravy in it, Justin. How often do you find gravy in a fast food experience?
If you're eating fast food while you're driving, you have to let go of the fact that you will not have, like, I'm living ketchup free on this one. This one's a ketchup free mish because I can't be dipping while I'm driving. Anyway,
unless you've practiced it a bajillion times, which I have.
All right.
Did we ever tell the story of when we were doing the Pacific Northwest shows in Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver, and it was Riley's birthday, and she was with us, and so you stopped at a DQ, and we got her ice cream cake that was hard as cinder block, and we ate a micrometer of it, and then fucking Travis tried to give the cake back to the people at the register as if to say, you could hand out free slices to folks if you want. And then I think we just sort of set it on top of the garbage can and got back on that lonely road.
I do want to note, I wasn't trying to get a refund for the unused portion of the cake.
Travis went up there and said, you guys sell ice cream here, huh? How about you give this ice cream away for free? And they said, no. And he said, well, we'll throw it away if not. And they said, welcome to DQ. We don't care where the ice cream ends up as long as it's not here.
So the Naked Chalupa is the question on everybody's mind. The Naked Chicken Chalupa. Taco Bell is coming unshelled with its latest food innovation.
It's coming unspooled. It's
Unspooled.
becoming unraveled.
Coming in the form of the first taco shell made entirely of marinated all-white crispy chicken. As if history has its eyes on Taco Bell. They did it.
First, we won the space race, and now we've won the taco shell, but it's chicken race.
No, that means you lost the Earth race if you made a chicken shell.
So that's what I have to say about it. What does Marisa Thalberg, Chief Marketing Officer at Taco Bell Corp, have to say? Well, she has to say this. Something this delicious yet different is bound to ruffle some feathers. Some might even cluck their tongues at it. However, fuck, this is funny. However, we feel confident that once our fans get a taste of the naked chicken chalupa, they're going to understand exactly why this is our next big, fun, and craveable innovation. Following the footsteps of the Doritos Locos Taco 5 years ago, and the queso
Oh
lupa,
my God, the slow march of time. It is a nightmare.
you can tell they kind of feel it though, right? Like, listen, we need another hit. We need a hit so bad. We need a hit. It's been 5 years since the Taco Loco, Taco Dorito, Taco. The shell, what's the shell? Well, it's 4 ounces
chicken.
of marinated all-white meat, antibiotic-free chicken, kicked up with bold Mexican spices and seasoning, and it's packed with fresh. Now, they describe the chicken there. The clause that is missing from that sentence, of course, is that has been bent into a fucking taco shell.
Into a ghoulish smile.
Also, there's diced ripe tomatoes, cheddar cheese, and creamy avocado ranch.
Justin, can I tell you why I am just the most fucking pissed off at this press release?
Oh, jeez.
Why are you
In
so
the first
angry?
in the first sentence, they chicken pun twice,
Yeah, and then they
and
sort of drop the
then
conceit.
nothing.
Yeah. I'm in the desert right now.
Yeah.
Looking for a good chicken pun oasis, but there is none.
I do want to just point something out very quickly.
Please do
On
this.
the antibiotic-free section, there's an asterisk. Horrifyingly, there's an asterisk. And if we scroll down to the end of the press release, it says, antibiotic chicken, in this case, means chicken raised without antibiotics important to human medicine. Okay, so,
All right.
so, what you mean...
This chicken does not have rubella. Good?
So it doesn't
We
have...
didn't give this chicken penicillin. Don't you worry.
Okay, great. But other ones, yeah. But it's antibiotic-free, you got it. Eat your chicken, Tubby.
And
You're going to have to enjoy it on a wing and a prayer.
If this is the last episode of our show, there's not a mbmbam 341. I want everybody to know it is because I have walked into the Taco Bell that is around the corner from my house, and I did have a bomb strapped to my chest, and I did demand that they make me a Doritos Locos chicken chalupa mistake taco.
If you think that isn't fucking common, you don't know these motherfuckers.
Can you blast it and then crunch wrap it? What, sir? I can't look at my chest. Look at the device. Crunch wrap and blast the chicken shell. I have nothing left to live for. I'm in a Taco Bell ordering food hacks. Give it to
Spray
me.
the chicken with Doritos dust and then wrap it in cinnamon sugar cap and crunch
wrap
bites.
it. Why are you having trouble with this?
That's a flavor that'll give them something to squawk about.
That would be good to demand it in a crunch wrap, and they say, well, sir, to do that, we'd have to have a flat chicken piece. Like, yeah, I know. Can you imagine?
Yes. Can you imagine flat chicken?
Feeling peckish?
Stop it.
Travis,
I have
take
one more in me.
your 20 minutes.
This, it's something to crow about. It's in there. I haven't.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
right.
as
We
good on
use
that
all
one yet.
natural antibiotic-free crows in our naked chicken.
No, like a rooster crows.
If antibiotic-free...
Do you want a bite of this? Yes, you cockle-doodle-doo.
If antibiotic-free means some antibiotics, then naked chicken chalupa could certainly mean naked crow chalupa.
These are crows that spent some time with chickens, like during spring break.
Hey, listen, I don't want to panic anybody. Yeah, Reggie? I've been the lead food scientist here for how long it's about 10 years. You've really been fucking it up. Yeah, no, listen. Yesterday I killed a crow. And when I carved its breast meat from its body...
I carved the flesh. I collected the bones for the ritual.
I collected the bones in the ritual. I carved the breast meat normally I would discard it. And then I came upon a terrifying realization. It was a perfect yield. The breasts of the crow had formed a taco shell. This is a sign from the ancients.
Margaret, can you bread this shit?
Bread this for once. And Margaret, we're gonna need more crows.
You are thinking far too far outside of the bun. You need to think a little bit closer to the bun. You need to think a little bit closer to the bun. You're as far from the bun as like you're on some like Lovecraftian, like Miskatonic University. That's how fucking far you are from the bun. You need to leave the university and move just like a few miles closer to the bun, please.
People forget that, like, outside the bun encompasses all existence that is not contained within the bun. There are no borders on being outside the bun. Limits are what keep society on rails, Taco Bell. Get back near the bun, please. Please keep the
We're
bun in
talking like some
eyesight.
7th or 8th meal shit at this point. I'm
We're on
terrified.
the 8th meal. Everything's topsy-turvy.
Oh.
Get back on the bun, Taco Bell. I want Taco Bell needs to way overcorrect, and their next thing is like, we made a hamburger. We're sorry.
It's in the bun.
We're in the bun. Let's just keep this fucking fast food train rolling real quick, because I have a really good Yahoo here from Brooks Oglesby. Thank you. It's from Yahoo Answers user Rebecca. Altaba user, it's just going to take me a while. Altaba user Rebecca asks, what is Wendy's policy when you're lost? Is it true that if you go through the drive-thru at Wendy's and say you're lost, they have to give you a free cheeseburger?
What?
Hey, I don't know where I am. And I thought I was supposed to be here, but I'm not. So, yes, sir. Pull around. You know the drill. Get your free cheeseburger.
But not directions?
No.
No.
Well,
where's the
look under the bun, Justin.
Where's I-10? I'm trying to get on the 10. Oh, good luck with that. Here's your cheeseburger. No charge. Having a rough day, huh? It can be scary being lost. What if you're a little kid? I can't find my parents. Ah, shit. Here you go. I'm sorry about your folks. You don't even have a car. Do you have a phone or no? Well, shit. Can I use your phone? No. Here's a burger though.
You know,
Here's the thing. We laugh, but can you, Justin and Griffin, can you tell me 100% that Wendy's will not give you a free cheeseburger if you are lost?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Dave Thomas is a kind soul. Probably. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I think Dave Thomas probably, if I remember this urban legend correctly, Dave Thomas used to hand deliver the hamburger. You would pull up and say you're lost. There would be a beat, and then your passenger door would open. Hey, you having a little bit of trouble? Yeah.
Like a Saint Bernard. He would come find you
With the
and bring you back to the
burger
Wendy's.
wrapped around his neck. You could
And you had to eat it off his neck. You couldn't remove it from his neck. He was a nasty, nasty old man.
Now, the problem is that once Dave Thomas saved you, you then owed him a life debt, and you would have to come work at Wendy's for a fair wage. This was not this was not taking advantage of people. That was just how he hired people. And that way you were never lost again because you just knew you worked at Wendy's.
Now, sometimes Dave Thomas would wear his neck burger on like a long chain, so it would just like sort of be greasy on his bare chest. Mm-hmm. And so you'd be in there and you'd be like, I'm lost. I'm trying to find I'm trying to get on Research Highway, and but then Dave Thomas is there. He's like, but now you're found, and he just sort of puts his chest like on you.
I know where you're, Dave. I don't know where I am. I know where you are. You're home.
I know where you are. I know where you're gonna be.
You're at your home right now. Wendy's. That's right. Shackle noise.
Now I'm actually doing I'm doing gluten free. So can I get a cup of chili? Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh, why do we serve it so hot? Quick!
Listen,
Quick!
I'm a good guy. You're not going to want to eat the chili. It's just cut up hamburgers that we couldn't sell. You knew that, right? Okay.
It's cut up hamburgers and ketchup, and we make it real hot. We don't even put beans in it. I don't know how the fuck they get in there.
Where are these beans coming from?
We've discovered some sort of alchemy. It turns salt packets, they just turn into beans in the cauldron.
90s kids will love this. Did you know that there was no beans in the Wendy's chili? You just thought there were. And it's one of those, like, reality
Weird.
distortion things.
Ah.
During a meeting at work yesterday afternoon, I noticed a tear. Okay. I thought it was tear, but that wouldn't make sense with the rest of the sentence. I noticed a tear in the seat of a coworker's pants.
Somebody cried into my coworker's butt.
A single tear in their pants. It was vertical, 4 or 5 inches long, but very narrow. You could see his black underwear, but nothing revealing. After the meeting, I was going to...
You couldn't see his balls or whatever.
No balls on this one. After the meeting, I was going to tell him about it, but I decided not to so he wouldn't worry about it for the rest of the day. I figured he would find it as soon as he got home, and telling him about it would only embarrass him when he couldn't do anything about it. Am I good, or should I have mentioned it to him? That's from Torn in the Twin Cities.
Or Tom.
Or Tom. It looks like Tom.
RN, man, they trick you sometimes because it just looks like the M shape. Can we lay down a blanket so we, and then we can like just sort of wipe any future questions like this just off the slate and lay down a blanket like my friend had a booger or my friend had some stuff in their teeth or my friend, you know, and just say like, always tell them you may not want to hear it. It may be challenging to hear it, but you need to fucking get your shit right. And I don't know what this guy does except maybe he goes home. Everybody's always looking for an excuse to take a half day at work. Mm-hmm. And this is decent justification.
For sure.
Always. If I have shit in my teeth, fucking tell me. If I have a big just snozberry in there, just tell me about it so I can go deal with my shit.
Also, like, you can do things. Like, there's things you can do in a context that often, like, let him put a couple safety pins in there. Or maybe some fucking masking tape.
Tie a jacket around his waist.
Yeah, tie jacket around the waist, safety pins, no matter what. It's going to be bringing back like a mid-aughts hot topic look that is really popping off again. But
I really like the question asker's justification of like, I didn't want him to worry about it for the rest of the day. So instead, you let him get home and realize it and think about like all the lunges he did and all the times he stood in front of people without knowing it. So now he could worry about it for the rest of his life.
What if, but like the Bible says you should address the plank in your own eye before you worry about the dust in your neighbor's eye. What if you were like, hey, listen, you have a small tear in the back of your pants and they spin around on you and you're like, you're not wearing pants. You forgot pants today.
You have a 2x4 in your eye. What? Oh,
no!
God.
And also, you just discovered that you're back in high school because you never finished that one class, so you didn't really graduate, and you have to take that math test again, but you don't remember any of the math?
Whoa, what?
Or am I the only one who has that dream?
It's not a dream. This was a real scenario Justin was addressing.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out what scenario you might find yourself in when you're not wearing any pants, and you didn't know it until someone said it.
It was just kind of a funny joke for our podcast, Trav. Sorry you got so hung up.
No, I like this though. I like that. That's Travis's pitch to a fun new game, and that's what if these questions are dreams? And it's an advice avenue we've never really explored before, which is like, oh, you dreamed this. It didn't happen. You dreamt it, so you're fine.
That would be a good tack to take with your coworker. Like, hey, there's a tear in your pants, but before you get worried, none of this is real.
Kiss me right now.
Oh, your teeth are falling out.
Now eat that stapler. It's marshmallows.
Justin, can you do the next question after this one? Because I love it, and I want to do it right now.
The one after it is great, too. Travis really did a good job.
Yeah, it's too bad we're only going to get to do like one more of these because we spent a lot of time talking about nasty chicken.
I work in an office with the rest of my company, and at the end of the day, we exchange pleasantries saying good night, have a good weekend, etc. However, sometimes my brain interrupts these rote actions and tells me, blow them a kiss.
Hey, blow them a kiss.
I've never done it. Thank God for impulse control. But the fleeting thought springs into my head up to a couple of times a month. How do I fight these thoughts down and make it go away? Or should I embrace this freedom from standard and dive in? That's from Neurotic Newark. Holy shit.
Is there a method? Is there a way? Is there a way to blow a kiss that is not childish, like child looking? Like, has anybody ever blown a kiss and be like, cool, or like, professional, or adult sexy?
I think if you practiced it well enough, you could do like blow kiss into finger guns. Like,
I just did it, and I think if you just like if you just like kiss your hand and then like very slightly extend it, you don't like create a fucking launch pad that you then boost your kiss off of, like some sort of VTOL plane. If you just like, and then just sort of very lightly, don't even lay it flat, just like take it away from your face. That's kind of a cool look. Like I'm doing, I know you can't see it, but it does kind of look cool how I'm doing it.
Maybe you blow a kiss in your right hand, and what's that in your left hand? A dove.
Okay, that's
Good.
good.
It's direct.
I don't want you to have a bird.
I think the only context in which blowing a kiss is acceptable for a professional setting is if your job is James Bond villain and you just put him in a trap that's supposed to kill him. If you do that and you blow him a kiss, it's like very evil,
really cool.
Very taunting. I love that. But other than that, no, ever.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Dang, you should. I feel like you didn't really think about it.
Okay, Bond villain killing James Bond for sure.
Yeah.
That one's definite.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you just fired someone and you're a real jerk.
Yeah, that.
You could be like, arrivederci. That's good. I thought that's what you were gonna say, but you said a real jerk. But yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one too. Or it could just be like your new thing. I think it could be cute. I don't know.
I mean, it would be a fucking zag, though, right? I mean, it would be a zag and a half.
Yeah, that's a zag and a half.
I like this idea of your brain as like this friend of yours who like always comes up with suggestions. And it's like, well, you know what you could try? Blowing him a kiss? And it's like, no. It's like, maybe if just once you tried it, your friend would be like, okay, thank you for acknowledging my input. I was wrong. Or maybe it is the way to go. Maybe your brain knows better. Maybe your subconscious is like, blow him a kiss. You do it and suddenly like, ooh, I like Todd's new thing. And what's that? Suddenly Todd's CEO.
Fucking 1,000 years ago, fucking Dark Ages mbmbam. There's just the three of us sitting around a stick in a swamp. And somebody was like, I conducted myself with mine surf and felt the extraordinary urge to grasp his hand firmly and shake it violently. Should I embrace this? Neurotic and Newark. And it's like, that first person was just like, give me that hand, sucker. And he grabbed it and shook it. It was like, this is good.
I like it.
I like this. I don't see why this has to be any different from that. Give me that little paw. What are you doing? Are we fighting? No, we're not fighting, bud.
I want to go.
Look down.
You can. I'm going to let you go. Hold on.
I'm going to let you go. I'm just going to, hey, look. I feel like we just did business. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's because I grabbed you.
A bit of advice on this advice show.
What about the first time somebody did a fist bump? Like, oh God, he's going to punch me in the stomach.
No, you don't
Or a
understand.
high five. Are you going to smack me on top of the head? No, friend.
No, friend.
A bit of advice. If this is going to be your new thing, if you're going to insert, you have to do it so you can't acknowledge that you've just done a new thing. You have to do it like, yeah, good night. And then go back to your desk and let them soak it in without you doing it and then kind of watching their reaction. You can't acknowledge that this is a new thing you're trying. This has to be a thing you've done 1,000,000 times. You don't even think about it anymore. This is just your thing.
I found the way to describe the physical act of this kiss blow that I'm talking about, like the cool, confident kiss blow. That's, again, just a very slight, like, just barely hand away from it. And imagine that you're Glenn Close, and you've just met an enthusiastic young fan, and you're just like you're walking out of the fucking club where you've just been bumping it all night because you're Glenn Close and you know how to tear shit up. And you see a fan on the street, and they're like, "Glenn, you're so great. I'm so glad that you're getting back on Broadway." The kiss blow that she does in that moment of just like she doesn't go through it all the way. It's just and she takes her hand away from her face just a little bit. And you're like, "Oh, Glenn, you've got me." That's sort of the style I'm talking about.
Griffin, Justin, I feel like we are missing a big component here that we're not addressing. Because we keep talking about the kiss. I don't think that's the weird part.
Yeah.
I think it's the blowing.
It's the blowing.
That's what I'm talking about. Omit the blow. Just kiss that hand and pull it away a little bit, like Glenn would do.
But is that the same? Does that still count as blowing? That's just mwah. But it's not the, does it still count as blowing a kiss if you are just kissing without the corresponding, because then the kiss is just hanging in the air an inch in front of you until you blow it at them.
There is a terrible risk that I had not calculated until this exact moment. If you're in a professional setting and you do the kiss your hand and then you blow the kiss over to the other person, if they catch that kiss and put it on their cheek, they have just power played you so fucking bad that you're probably going to have to like quit and give them your job and sign over the business to them or something, like depending on what your responsibilities are. But like you will never get the metaphorical ball back in that relationship.
You're going to have to butterfly kiss them if that happens.
Yeah, that's your only option.
Or what if they put it on their mouth? You're fired. You've been fired at that point.
You've been fired from your job.
Hey guys, I just really quick, because I do think we should go to the money zone, but I did just Google Glenn Close, and I'm looking at her Wikipedia page. First of all, she's 69 years old. Nice. And on her Wikipedia page and I'm not making this up, there's like in that little sidebar, it's like Glenn Close at the Albert Nobbs premiere in 2012. She looks amazing. It tells me all about her alma mater, her many spouses, her kid that she has, her parents. And then right under that is, and you can Google this if you don't believe me, just a picture of her signature. So I think I'm going to probably steal her identity, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm Glenn Close now. Catch me if you can.
I'm Glenn Farr.
Catch me if you can, Tom Hanks. Because I'm Glenn Close now, motherfucker.
The name of this show can be changed to my brother, and Glenn. Or Miss Close. I mean, you'll make us call you Glenn Close.
Yeah, 30 under 30 media luminary.
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close.
All right, let's go to the money zone. I'm done.
Hey, can I tell you guys about Nature Box?
Hell yeah.
I wish you would.
Because I'm on that I'm on that bad baby sleep schedule, and now I snack to survive. I eat those Big Island pineapple like they are fucking rings from Sonic the Hedgehog, and they are actually keeping me alive. It is a wonderful service where you go to naturebox.com and you pick the snacks that you want off their list, and then they just show up in a little, basically what is essentially a treasure chest that is sent to your house. These snacks taste great and they're better for you. They're made with high quality ingredients that are free from artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, so you can feel great about snacking. Like I said, Big Island pineapple, pretty rad. They got whole wheat raspberry figgy bars, love those. Salt and pepper pops.
Do you know what I would do if I were
what?
Nature Box? I think I would release like a companion snack called like Small Island Pineapple.
Oh, that's
and it's
fun.
like
Fun.
you eat them together, and like one makes you big and one makes you tiny.
So it's magic. Sorry, Justin. No, Travis just floated magic food.
Okay.
And
I mean, that would be a good thing for them to sell.
Justin, you and I need to be more careful, because sometimes Travis floats things like magic food, and we are like, oh, off to the next thing.
Sounds good.
But I am curious, Travis, what other sort of magic food Nature Box has that they ship you that you know about that they aren't talking about, like the deep, like government conspiracy
They're afraid
stuff.
to let us know about.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm afraid I've said too much.
So you couldn't think of enough. Right now, you can save even more. NatureBox is offering our fans 50% off your first order when you go to naturebox.com/mybrother. It's naturebox.com/mybrother. Get 50% off your first order. One more again, naturebox.com/mybrother.
You did a really good job on that ad, Griffin.
Thank you, dude.
I think Travis probably was a little bit off his game because he was literally tweeting while we were doing that bit.
Oh boy, Justin, give me that. Justin, give me that good tweet he was doing.
It said that his goal is to get mbmbam verified. Can I do that? How do I do that? I still don't know how I got verified. So
Jesus, that is a very, very, very good Travis McElroy tweet.
Well, to be fair, I did tweet that during the lengthy break that we edited out where Justin ran to, I don't know, go to the bathroom, get coffee, check his, I don't know, TV to see what was on Nickelodeon.
I didn't run to the bathroom. I'm not John Candy. I walked to the bathroom. Okay. I'm not John Candy in every John Candy movie where he uses the bathroom and has to run to it. I am a gentleman and I walked to the restroom to devastate it. I want to tell you guys about another sponsor, and it's Harry's. We've talked about Harry's many times, but I love the fact that the razors don't cost. I was just looking through the razor section today. Do you know they sell an 8-pack? One of the big companies sells an 8-pack of razors for $45.
Yes.
It's
What? Really?
lunacy. It's lunacy.
I love Harry's. Harry's is like the only like reasonable razor company in the whole world, but there's something kind of so dope about that. Like, yeah, 8 razors. You'll use them in like 2 months. $40, please. What are you talking about, Schick?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I shouldn't have to have a budget line item for razors. Like, that shouldn't be listed among my utilities. And now I don't have to. They're just $2 a blade compared to the $4 or $5 or $6 that you'll pay at the drugstore.
Yeah. What if Downey was like 8 rolls of paper towels? That'll be $160. Fuck you.
All their products are great too. Their aftershave is the best I've ever used. Now, Harry's is so confident about the quality of their blades, they want you to try their shave set for free. You heard that right. Just cover shipping when you sign up. Plus, as a special offer for fans of our show, you go to harrys.com right now and enter code MYBROTHER at checkout, and you get a post-shave balm also free. It's the best, and you can get it for free going to harrys.com and using the code MYBROTHER when you sign up.
I want to tell y'all.
No, I want to.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what? You got to do the thing with the snacks, and now I want to do this
I don't
one.
want to do it.
Listen, we only get to do this ad twice a year in the 2 weeks leading up to Valentine's Day. So let's
I
just...
know. Come on.
It's okay. Go do it, Travis. I don't want to do it.
I don't know why the sound of my little brother crying makes me so happy.
I've been looking forward to it.
You know, folks, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. And Pro Flowers is making it easier than ever by taking out the guesswork. On top of their already low prices, right now you can get 24 assorted roses with a free glass vase for $29.99 plus shipping and handling, or upgrade for another $9.99. You can get 24 long stem roses with premium vase and chocolate. You can pick your flowers and then check it out in 2 minutes. This hasn't happened this year, but last year, the first time Pro Flowers advertised with us, they wanted to send us a sample of their product, which I thought was great. And they showed up, and it was beautiful, just beautiful flowers. And you wouldn't believe these came in a box. This is fantastic.
No, they're really
beautiful
pretty
and
nice to have around.
Except the one thing.
There's one problem.
The one problem is they send them for all the podcasts I do. So all of a sudden it went from like, oh, beautiful flowers to, holy shit, I'm getting stalked. Fucking Max Medina is about to propose to me. He's just fucking packing my house with roses. And it got to be a little bit of a burden. It got to be a little bit burdensome. But they're gorgeous. They're all gorgeous.
They're gorgeous flowers.
For me,
but it did make it seem like Justin had just died.
When it happened to me, I felt that this must be what it's like to like fake your own death and get to like see the flowers people send to the family. I'm like, Pro Flowers really cares that I fake my death. Thank you, Pro Flowers.
Here's the only way to get 24 assorted roses with free glass vase starting at $29.99. Just go to proflowers.com and use the code MYBROTHER. All one word. That's proflowers.com. Click on the microphone. Type in the code MYBROTHER. Don't wait. This deal expires soon. Can I read the fucking Jumbotron at least?
Sure, yeah. Go for it.
Who's this message for? It's for Anna, a.k.a. Traveler.
You're not even going to read the thing right.
And it's
You're not even going to do the impression.
And it's from Rosie, a.k.a. Potion Seller.
Potion Seller.
Greetings,
Traveler. Potion Seller. You seen that video? It's fucking good. See, you don't even know the fucking meme. Listen to Big Man on Campus, Travis McElroy doesn't know all the memes. Potion Seller. It's Traveler. You see that? Man, I used to get blazed and just fucking roll that shit. Roll that beautiful beam footage. Surprise, by now it's been... Sorry, this is now the message. Surprise, by now it's been several months since I introduced you to mbmbam. Don't know why it came out like that. And you, like a woman possessed, tore through the first 100 episodes in a matter of days. Those Sawbones is your true podcast soulmate. Thanks for being there for me during my year off. I'm so glad to be back on campus with you. Happy 21st, Anna. Great job.
I'd like to say to Rosie, thank you. That's a beautiful message. Thank you for right in the middle there, making sure to let us know that we are Anna's second favorite.
Hey, I'll take it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Are there like Terrace House fan casts?
There is. Nick Robinson at Polygon just started doing one.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know spoilers. I haven't finished Aloha State, but it's popping
There's
off,
only
though.
8 eps, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're really pacing ourselves because we blew through season 1. Welcome to our segment, Terrace House break, where we talk about Terrace House.
Yeah.
My dad asked me this week, what's Terrace House? Because he took a fucking covert snap of me during Adventures in Recording where I was wearing the beautiful Terrace House shirt that I received for Christmas from my dear brother. And people were going nuts about it. And my dad asked me, what's Terrace House? And that it was a real... I didn't know how to explain Terrace House to my dad in a way that would make it appealing enough that he would watch it, which everybody should, on Earth.
I'm Allegra Ringo. And I'm Renee Colbert. And we host a podcast called Can I Pet Your Dog? Renee, can I tell you about a dog I met this week?
I wish that you would. In turn, though, can I tell you about a dog hero?
May I tell you about a dog breed in a segment I like to call Mutt Minute?
I would love that. Could we maybe talk about some dog tech?
Could we have some cool guests on, like Lin-Manuel Miranda, Nicole Byer, and Ann Wheaton?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I'm in.
You're on board? What do you say we do all of this and put it into a podcast?
Yeah, okay.
You think? All right. Should we call it, like, I don't know, Can I Pet Your Dog?
Sure.
All right. What do you say we put it on every Tuesday on Maximum Fun?
Or on iTunes. Sounds good to me.
Meeting's over.
I have a Yahoo here. Can I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You're the boss.
What?
You're the boss.
Oh, okay.
You're the media luminary. If you feel like it's time for a Yahoo, you should go for it.
That's a fucking good point. I'm just going to drop it then. It's also from Brooks Oglesby. Thank you, Brooks. It's by Yahoo Answers user Rose, who asks, I bet no one has asked this one before. What rides at an amusement park are best for kissing?
You know,
do you guys remember? Do you remember having to find places to kiss? You'd be like walking in the park and you'd find like a little secluded grove and you'd think like, I should remember this for later, for when I want to kiss.
My good one was the instrument room in the band room, like the instrument closet. It's a good place to kiss.
That's a good place to kiss.
Good kissing in there.
Will never forget being a teen and going on a date to a movie and sitting in the back row so I can do some smooching. And then some fucking adults would come and sit like right in front of us. And it's like, I think you guys know exactly what you just did.
You've ruined me.
I think that you're being assholes right now.
Do you think do you think I wanted to see Prince of Egypt in theaters? No. I came here for a reason, and that was to kiss. And to listen to Donny Osmond sing. He's got a great voice. What are the best rides at an amusement park, though? Because Tunnel of Love is obvious bullshit. If you kiss on the Tunnel of Love, it's like so, like, if my wife kissed me on a Tunnel of Love, I'd be like, really?
Okay.
Because it's here.
Stop. This needs to be addressed. My first thought was the Tunnel of Love, right? Okay, but stop for a second and think.
Oh my God. Holy shit, Justin?
What?
You're right.
Seriously, though, media has perpetrated a lot of lies on us growing up as kids, especially like old cartoons. I've never, in my entire adult life, I've traveled all across this great land of ours. I've never, ever, ever seen a Tunnel of Love. I've seen a fake Mario Brothers castle that kids could run around in and fall and die. Like, I've seen a spaceship that spins around so fast that you stick to the walls. I've never seen a Tunnel of Love in my entire life.
Essentially what a Tunnel of Love is a timed hand job challenge. Are you tough enough?
You have a jacket.
You have 118 seconds. Go. Uh-oh. Look up ahead. Do you hear the clown music? You better hurry. You better hurry and finish to the clown music.
That's when the camera flashes.
Yeah. Do you want to buy your pictures? I don't. Please don't show the pictures.
What?
I think some real next level smooching would happen on bumper cars, but here's the thing.
Oh my
Two separate
God.
cars.
Yeah.
You
So
have to bump to smooch.
Okay. It's kind of like that scene in Fast 5, or maybe Fast 6, where Vin catches Letty in the air, and because their cars crash into each other, or something
Or
like
that
that.
scene, I think it's Fast 5, where The Rock and Vin Diesel pull up next to each other and smooch.
And they kiss. They crash their cars into each other and like, you want to fight? Like, no, I have a better idea. And they do kiss right there. Man, why did he turn evil, though? I'm still so torn up inside about it.
It was about family.
It was about family, but it's not anymore. Damn it.
Here's a question.
What's it?
I got another
Well,
question.
okay.
Did you have something else you want to say about Fast and Furious? I've always wanted to talk about Fast and the Furious on our podcast.
There's so many different rides at an amusement park where you could kiss on.
I think the best one would be at Universal Studios, The Fast and the Furious. There's a part in the tram ride where it's like, hey, here's, this used to be where we filmed Desperate Housewives, and here's the back lot where we film all of our street scenes. And now, it's Dominic Toretto and gang, and they're with us. What's that? There's a bad guy trying to catch us. We're in a tram, but it's souped up, and let's take a jump. It's like, whoa, hold on.
It's
What
weird how
happened?
they do that at Universal, and they're like, here we are, and there's the lot where we filmed whatever the fuck, and here was some bad movie that we filmed here, and then, what's that? The tram's in the middle of a flood! And it's like, no, you can't
that doesn't
be
make
like, here's a
sense.
tour of Universal, and then you're imperiled.
They also have that studio tour at Universal Studios Florida. Nothing is filmed there. Like,
Nothing
you're not
is
going to see
there.
any celebs.
There's Duck Dynasty and end of tour.
When Teresa and I went to the Universal Studios, somebody got very excited because there was like a board like posted on a wall that showed what TV shows are filmed at that studio, and one of them was like Mindy Project, and I saw this family lose their fucking minds that they were like, they filmed Mindy Project here, and I was like, not here though, like not in a place you're going to go.
Where's
Why are you
Mindy?
so excited? It might as
Mindy!
well have said like, this is where we film Cheers. Like, here, like, yeah, you're not going to see it. They don't have to prove that to you.
Yeah, you say that, but when we took the NBC studio tour, when we went up into AH, you know we were losing it. You know we were flipping out.
That is true.
Thinking about that's where fucking Brian Fellows had done his thing. And the fucking, if you think about it for a second, Travis, Studio 8H is where I sent a bottle of sparkling apple juice to your house. Did you get it? Was actually
shit.
filmed, if you think about it.
This is like when I went to Nickelodeon Studios and they let us walk onto the set of the Mystery Files of Shelby Woo.
I want to get to this last question because it's so fucking good.
Please.
My dad admitted to me that he had never seen Willy Wonka. Now then it gets more buck wild.
Oh my God!
He's a huge fan of Gene Wilder. So I told him to watch it. After a year trying to get him to watch Willy Wonka, I finally bought him a Blu-ray player with a copy of Willy Wonka. That was 3 years ago. Every time I see him, I beg him to watch Willy Wonka, and he watches reruns of MASH and Big Bang Theory instead. You guys are my last hope. How do I convince you to watch this movie?
Oh my
when I'm
God,
done
this
with my
is
dad
all
in
time.
North
And in
Carolina.
fact, a question asker, and I didn't include it in the list here, but in the email also included their dad's phone number so we could call their dad, I guess, ostensibly call their dad to tell their
Holy
dad, hey,
shit,
we're
dude.
3 people you don't know, but fucking watch Willy Wonka, old man.
Yeah, please watch Willy Wonka for a second.
This is fucking stellar. Are you kidding me? This is the best question. I love Vin Diesel. Oh yeah, man, Fast and Furious. Fast and the who now?
Who? Well, I'm more of a boiler room kind of guy.
Holy shit. Huge fan of Gene Wilder. I haven't seen the Willy Wonka movie, but the Frisco Kid is awesome.
Now, I will say this.
Great flick.
Gene Wilder does have a body of work where you could conceivably be a huge fan of the man and not see Willy Wonka. I don't want to disparage
that's fair,
his
I
other
guess,
work,
yeah.
like fucking the
Frisco Kid rules. That's fair.
yeah, like he basically rolls in everything. Like fucking watch Silver Streak and don't come away a huge fan of Gene Wilder. It's literally impossible.
But the difference here is like that all holds true the first time you bring it up to your dad and you're like, so what about Willy Wonka? And he's like, what? And you're like, Willy Wonka? a movie that like is an amazing character study, like by Gene Wilder. It's like an acting class to watch this, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Never gonna watch it.
It's
Love
like-
the man's work.
It's like arguably like between, I would say between Heath Ledger Joker and Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka for like literally the best performance by any actor in any movie literally ever. Like I don't think there's a better one.
Heath Ledger's Joker, Jared Leto's Joker,
And then right there, 3 with a bullet.
Gene Wilder's Joker. He would have been fucking great. Are you
that would've
kidding
been
me?
so good.
Oh my god!
God, that would have been good.
He would have been Riddler. He would have been an amazing Riddler.
Oh my God, Travis, it's even better. Or Clock King. Man, that motherfucker could have been any of them. Could
He
have
could
been
have been
Batman.
Calendar Man. Fucking, he could have been Batman.
Could have been. This is my 65-year-old Ward Robin.
Hello, the Batman Future Show. Damn it!
Just put it, the movie.
Just
in.
put it on. Just strap your dad in. Fucking Clockwork Orange your dad,
Now,
and make him watch this culturally important film.
It is gonna be a weird 20 minutes where your dad's like, "It's just old people in a bed." Like, no, listen. Why is this kid so sad? He's buying so much chocolate. Okay, but
Dad,
like,
you're gonna-
hang in there.
You're gonna love this movie, Dad. There's so much candy. I've been watching it for 20 minutes. Not even seen a single sweet.
Who's this fat kid? And this kid in front of a TV? What the fuck?
There's a very spoiled girl, but where's the sweets, Jeremy?
Where's
And
my Gene?
There has been very little of my favorite actor, Gene Wilder from the Frisco Kid.
What if you showed in the movie and he said, "Oh, Gene Wilder"? I was thinking of somebody else. I was thinking of Gene Hackman. Love that guy's work.
I love Gene Hackman stuff. Fucking tail wag dog or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wag the dog, the tail. Love him. He in that probably.
The problem with watching it, like, for the first time, sight unseen, is there's a chance he'll think Arthur Slugworth is the protagonist, and he'll start rooting for him from the jump. I like the look of this Slugworth guy. He's got goals, priorities. He's a mover and a shaker.
For some reason, I look and sound like him.
Do you think Mike TV's last name was TV, or that was just a nickname they called him because he liked TV?
His last name is Teevee, Mike TV.
That's a weird choice by Roald Dahl, because none of the other kids are named that way.
Yeah, my name's Augustus Fat Candy.
Yeah, like, it's just such a weird, like, and Mike TV. I'll come up with something better later.
Yeah, I'll figure it out later. Whatever.
It might be TEA. VEE.
I like to think that if I was a pornographic film actor, I would be called Augustus Fat Candy.
Excuse me, just one moment. Could I just have a moment of your time? I Googled to check my spelling of Mike TV, and on the Wikipedia page, the Roald Dahl wiki page for Mike TV, there is a behind the scenes fact that the original name for Mike TV was going to be Herpes Trout.
Get the fuck out of the door.
He rolled.
I read through your manuscript here. We were so excited to publish your new book. Couple notes. We felt like the pacing was a little off the first 20 minutes. Also, one of the kids is named Herpes.
Yeah, one of the children is a sexually diseased fish, and maybe we could roll that back a little. We could roll that back a little bit. What do you say?
And also, maybe instead of being a kid who's obsessed with sexually diseased fish, he just watches a lot of TV.
Watches a lot of
What do you think?
television, and there could be a bit of a morality tale there. I know what I need. All men sound like this to Griffin.
I'm gonna have to rethink the whole book now.
My life is basically like Anomalisa, where every man who isn't one of you two, basically, just, hey, Griffin, you want to come watch the Royal Rumble today? Yeah, sure.
So anyway, this has been My Brother and Me. It's an advice show for the modern era. We hope you've enjoyed yourself. We have some exciting announcements for a change.
We're doing.
The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never. The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar.
everybody, and welcome to My Brother, Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
I'm your sweet baby brother, 30 under 30 media luminary, Griffin McElroy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so pleased to be the ones to reveal to everyone who didn't watch the Super Bowl last night that Spuds McKenzie is back.
He's back.
Yeah,
Spuds is back.
Big dog.
The big dog is back, and he's starring in, like, the only commercial that, like, did something. It was, like, the only commercial that I remember because it had a dog that drank beer, which is very, very good.
Very good.
It's very, very good stuff. And every other commercial was like, oh, no, my dumb, ugly brother turned into a babe because of this product. Tight. My brother's so smoking hot now. So congratulations, Spuds McKenzie, and whatever beer product I don't quite remember you represent because you've won it. You won the big game.
But it's easy to remember because the name's right in there, sort of.
No, that's not it.
I'm pretty sure it's Yingling.
Spuds McKenzie.
I think it's Big Dog Beer.
I think it's called Big Dog Beer. That's right, Travis, because it tastes so bad, and dogs will drink it too. That's the flavor profile.
It's actually made for dogs. That's what most people don't know.
But humans can drink it too. That's Spud's tagline.
So Spuds McKenzie was created in 1987. Everybody got very upset.
Hey, so was I.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody got very upset about Spuds McKenzie because they thought that it was marketing beer to kids because it was a chill, fun dog, right? And they retired Spuds in 1989 because there was a lot of controversy that he was like that this was targeted at kids. So that seems silly. But then Spuds McKenzie shows back up in 2017, and I was 9 when he went off the air, and I was pretty fucking stoked to see Spuds McKenzie. So, but there is a chance that maybe he did, in fact, have a large market impact on America's youth.
To be fair, credit where credit is due, though. I did appreciate how this time they made sure that this Spuds McKenzie commercial was not for kids, that this was for adults only. And it was just a lot of dog boners.
A lot of dog hogs. That is a good point, Travis. And I was made uncomfortable by the many dog penises, and I looked away and I made my family look away.
Tone Loc's song, Funky Cole Medina, lists Spuds McKenzie as one of the dogs trying to get into his house.
Oh.
So now now that's another one for Tone.
I don't remember Funky Cole Medina having that much plot in it.
There's a long plot of
is there a
Medina.
verse that's just like, and then I shut the door, and then there's not a problem anymore because dogs can't get through doors unless they have a special door installed in the door, and I don't have
My God, the window. I forgot to close it.
It's actually kind of an epic poem.
Yeah.
Really. It's
the Gilgamesh of our time.
The harpies crashed my boat. Oh, what? Why are you on a boat now?
The fleece was mine. Wild thing. We weren't fooled, Tone. We weren't fooled.
We weren't fooled by your theft. By your beat theft. How about that football game too? Because a lot of people were confused during the point where they lost the ball. And they couldn't play for a little bit because the ball was gone. You remember? Like I guess one of the boys threw the football super hard, and then like I was watching on the camera. They had all those wonderful cameras filming it, and I swear to God, I just couldn't see where the ball went. And then they couldn't play for a while until somebody ran to Toys R Us and bought a new football.
You know, Griffin, the craziest part of the game to me, what I thought was the craziest part, where the game ended in a tie, and the Birdmen and the American Soldier men, they were like, we did great. That was everybody played good in it, and they shook hands, and they were back at their locker rooms getting changed. Some of them were already in their khakis, and then somebody ran in. They're like, wait, we just checked the rule book.
We have to keep going.
It can't end in a tie. And they were like, what?
What?
Yeah, you have to keep playing. And so half of them were still out in their khakis and polos.
Yeah.
Exchanging Christmas gifts.
Yeah. And then they were like, okay,
the season, Justin makes a good point that the season goes through Christmas, so they don't get to celebrate Christmas until after the Super Bowl. And it's where's that movie? A Super Bowl Christmas. Where's that film? That's what I want to see. So yeah, I remember now, Travis, hearing about it in the news. They ran in the locker room. They're like, it can't end in a tie. And they're like, well, this is unprecedented. What should we do? And they're like, I don't know. We could flip a coin to decide the fate of the final football game. Are you sure that's a good idea? Yeah, let's just flip a coin. It's like the last football game, and the whole planet is watching, and other planets are also tuned in. And yeah, we got a tie in our hands. So let's just flip an old coin.
We're gonna let one of you boys try to do a touchdown, and the other guys.
And the other guys,
can we try to do it too?
No, sorry, they guessed which side the coin would be on because it's football. It's football. You know,
I did like how they did it. It was just a one-on-one touchdown. So one guy with the ball, one guy trying to stop him. It was like some like NFL, like 2K sports kind of stuff where just one guy running and the other guy chasing him. And he did get in the touchdown zone.
He did get in there, yeah.
Spuds McKenzie's real name was Honey Tree Evil Eye. And she was from Pennsylvania.
Fucking
That's
shit.
pretty good. It was a lady. Did you know that? A lady dog? Spuds McKenzie was a lady dog named Honey Tree Evil Eye.
Do you think that they cast a lady dog so that they wouldn't have to deal with dog boners?
With the dicks, yeah.
That seems like a 100% probability, Scraps. I would put that on 100. Yes.
I love, he's the original party animal, and I loved it. He just loved to party, and he was out there having good times, and he cared about friends. It was weird to me, the overtly sexual attention that Spuds McKenzie received from ladies in print ads. That
she
seemed
loved
troubling.
him. Yeah, she loved him. They loved him.
Yeah, but it's still a dog. It's not like Joe Camel, where it's an anthropomorphized camel.
Oh yeah, I'll fuck Joe Camel for sure.
Right.
I thought that Lady Gaga's performance in the middle of the game was a big surprise. Very few people saw that coming, that she was going to show up and put on a little concert for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love the duet between her and Spuds McKenzie.
Yes. Which it was scary at first, because at first they thought it was just a wild dog storming the field, so they tried to shoot the dog. But he wouldn't. This is no dog's purpose. He avoided all of the shots, and he got up on stage, and Lady Gaga was like, "Please stop shooting at me and this dog." And then they sang all their songs. I wasn't expecting Lady Gaga's performance, which was fucking phenomenal, to be quite such a stunt spectacular. Because, she just kept jumping off of things.
Do you think that there was someone when she jumped off the top of the arena who went, well that's the end of the show, I guess?
Is this art? Is this part of the performance art? Jeezers.
She also had a flotilla of robots at her command. And if I had given you an infinite amount of time, if you put a bunch of monkeys in a room with typewriters, and given them an infinite amount of time to guess what Lady Gaga would do with a flotilla of robots at her command, I bet pretty low on the list would be form an American flag and then later the Pepsi logo.
Yeah.
It seems like that would not be how Gaga would use her flotilla of robots at her command.
She would basically be like a fucking Call of Duty villain. She would fucking use those drones to take over the Pentagon or something like that. This is Gaga's country. This is one nation under Gaga now.
When she jumped, there was this moment where I was like, are they going to form a fucking glider underneath her? Like Green Goblin style?
Oh,
like that, I was so
Some
excited.
Megamind shit.
Yeah, exactly. I was so excited. But no big
Travis.
6 action.
Oh, man. Travis just made a dope Megamind, Paul.
I love Megamind. This is a good movie, man.
Dude.
Didn't get the press it deserved.
You've got to Megamind, dude. That
Can we
flick,
do a
though.
retroactive Megamind watch?
Hell yeah. Anytime.
Go watch Megamind. It's great.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Megamind at one point puts on a hologram that for some reason inexplicably looks like Greg Kinnear. Like almost exactly like Greg Kinnear.
Sick.
Never addressed.
There's a Neil Young song. It's the anti-sellout anthem called This Note's For You, obviously parodying the Budweiser thing. And Neil Young says he ain't singing for Spuds in the title track of the album. Man, Neil Young,
diss
you really
track.
fucking stuck at the Spuds
Damn,
McKenzie.
Neil, you really made me think about some stuff by slamming that beer dog. I really need to reevaluate some stuff because Neil put forward another thinker.
You really put that fucking dog on blast. You taught that dog.
Can we do the stuff that we do?
Griffin Spuds McKenzie is back.
I know, and I'm fucking feeling it. I had a hard
You
time
don't
sleeping
remember
last
it.
night.
You don't remember it.
Of
You're a
course I
faker.
remember it. It's a dog that likes to party on beer with friends.
There is a pretty good, though, like, in an alternate reality where Spuds McKenzie did not exist in 1987 to 1989, and he just appeared last night, that ad would have set the world on fire. Are you kidding me? Why is the dog a ghost? Why is he talking? Why does he drink beer? Why does he want you to party with your buds? I do not understand.
Hi, kids. This is three old man McRae's talking to you now. There was a time in America where an animal was your go-to beer-selling device. For example, three frogs, each one saying Budweiser. Doesn't sound funny to you now, but back in our day, that was the shit. It was on
good,
T-shirts.
There was
Everybody referenced it everywhere.
There was the Coors Light snake, and he would just show up, and you would reach into your fridge, and you'd be like, time for a nice, crisp, natural light. Ow, fuck. And then you pull back your hand, you've been bitten, and you die. And then it's a sort of a morality tale.
I believe Coors Light had a wolf.
Yeah, a sweet
pretty
wolf.
sure it's just this. I'm looking at Wikipedia now. It's just the Coors snake.
You know, I'm just now realizing that the Budweiser frogs were referenced in our television program, and Spuds McKenzie wasn't. So there goes another shot of
Damn it.
relevance that we
Fuck.
could have.
Damn it.
Oh well.
Let's please God.
Okay, we're not going to have another
He was
one of
just
those
called
shows.
Beer Wolf?
Sorry, what?
The Coors Light Wolf was just called Beer Wolf.
Beer Wolf?
I think it was supposed to be a play on werewolf.
He started up his own podcast network.
For somebody who's never heard it said out loud.
I think so.
Beer Wolf? That's kind
Beer
of like.
Wolf.
Oh well. All right.
And Beer Wolf came out before Spuds McKenzie. So Spuds McKenzie was the
fucking
Hydrox
knockoff.
or the Oreo or whatever.
Hey guys, I'm a huge Space Jam fan.
Fuck yeah.
And for Christmas, my friend ordered me a Michael Jordan Space Jam jersey. However,
Whoa.
he lives across our big ass state, and while the jersey was supposed to arrive while I was visiting, it didn't. He said he will mail it to me when it arrives, but now it's February and still no Space Jam jersey. I really want this jersey. So how do I ask him the status of my Christmas gift without sounding like a greedy asshole? That's Hannah from Texas.
You gotta get this jersy.
You gotta get the jersey.
You've gotta
That's
get
what
the
I
jersey.
want.
You gotta get it.
There's no social faux pas too great if it ends with you wearing the Space Jam Toon Squad Jordan jersey. Holy shit, that's a good look though.
That's a good
Right.
look.
Can you imagine like rolling up to like your weekly just like pickup basketball game? Oh, but what's that? You have a sweet ass new Space Jam jersey?
Yeah, I don't want to play with you. You have cartoon stretch powers, and that's absolutely cheating. I won't be party to that.
Could you tell your friend that you're trying to line up your Halloween costume a little early this year, and you just want
Yes.
to confirm thumbs up or thumbs down status of the jersey?
I mean, you could also just tell them that since you've told me that this thing exists and it belongs to me, my life has been spent in anguish every moment that I know it's mine, but I do not have it. And the only way to bring peace to my troubled mind is for you to either come to me and give me the jersey personally or mail it right now, and I will Venmo you some cash.
That seems like a pretty good, actually. Like, I don't think it's rude to let your friend know that your frothing demand increases for this jersey. Like, this is all you can think about. Please release me from this prison. It's all I can think about.
Please, why have you done this to me?
What if you get the jersey and you had to work so hard, you did drive all the way from East Texas behind the pine curtain all the way over to Amarillo, and you're like, I've made my journey, I finished my quest, let me get that jersey, and you open it up and you look at the back and it says Jordan on it. And you're like, who would make this? Who would print this jersey out and be like, yeah, well, thank you for calling Toon Squad Jersey Manufacturing. This is Greg. How can I help you? And they're like, let me get one that says Jordan on it. And you're like, are you sure? Because I've seen the movie many times, and we kind of make like novelty. You sure Jordan? Yeah, that was the man's name, Michael Jordan, number 26.
And you get so mad and you throw it in a fire and you scream at your friend only to then find out that was a limited edition, like misprint that's worth $1 million.
Or not. His name really is Michael Jordan, and we've all been saying it wrong this whole time, but he's a very polite man. Do you guys want to Yahoo?
Are you worried about Space Jam 2
Guess not.
in that? No, just hold on a second. I'm a little worried about
hold
Space
on 1 second.
Just 1 second.
Justin's about to say something super important, and we almost missed it.
No, I'm serious. This is very important. I'm a little worried that our social media just existences, once Space Jam 2 becomes closer to fruition, is just going to become untenable.
Oh, I've been thinking about leaving Twitter for quite some time, and I think that's going to be the old escape pod.
It's going to be the one, right? Because it's just going to be a lot of people tweeting Space Jam 2 information at us pretty much constantly.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just start like a separate account that's just for people to tweet Space Jam 2 information to.
Right. And it insta deletes the tweets after they're sent. Okay, Griffin, I'm ready for that.
Here it comes, and it's from Rachel Rose in Game Recognized Game. Thank you, Rachel. It's Yahoo Answers user. They are anonymous, but their name is Jorban. Asks, why do most butlers came from England? Why do most butlers came from England? No additional details provided or required. Hey, what's up? My name's Stevie, and I'm here to polish your china. So, what do you got? Some silverware? Let me see that. Rub, rub, rub. Got it. My name's Stevie, by the way. I am from Minneapolis.
Okay, straight talk. Real question here, brothers. Have you in your lives ever actually encountered a butler?
Oh, geez.
A personal, physical encounter with a butler.
Like you've gone to someone's home.
We're not talking about like
opened by an Alfred Pennyworth looking dude.
We're not talking about like a person you hire to help clean or whatever. You're talking about an actual like besuited butler.
Yeah, this is a person who like lives in the home, who like answers the door and brings people to the parlor to meet the master of the house.
I guess not.
Pretty much no.
No, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know that they exist.
I don't think I've been no, they do exist. I watched this amazing show called You Can't Get the Help on it was from England. But it was a yeah, exactly. There's a long tradition there of this sort of thing. I think culturally people understand it better there. I'm just going to say the butlers are better in Britain is what I'm going to say.
Wow, I happen to think American butlers are the best.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know.
They don't exist.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
In the one of the episodes I watched, this old fella was trying to find someone to take care of his weapon collection who could like really do it up right, like all his ancient weapons. And it was pretty much, the episode was pretty much this stream of young men coming in wanting to check out old weapons and him like grilling them about how sweet they were and then echoing that like they are in fact sweet and here's some sweet and like how you would swing them and stuff like that.
Wow.
And him like quizzing them on their application of how sweet they were to swing to be able to use these ancient weapons.
That's a cool life.
It's a cool life.
That's a cool life you've put together there for yourself. Congratulations to you. Can I become the world's first American butler? I think I'd be pretty good at it.
You've got so much to overcome.
I don't think so. I like nice things, and I like people who like nice things, and I think I can help their things seem nicer. That's what a butler does, right? They like, hello, I'm here to make their things seem nicer.
But say that in an American accent, Griffin.
Hey, what's up? I'm Griffin. I'm here to make their things seem nicer.
No, you're not. You're here to rob me. Get out.
No, I'm not. Look at my suit. Look at my cool suit. Look at my little mustache. It's fun and flirty. Let me inside, and I'll make your things seem nicer.
Mustache.
Yeah, come on into. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you're having friends over for chili. Hi, welcome. I'm Griffin the butler. Please come in for chili. They have saltines. Let's get you out of those wet clothes.
Hold on.
So the reason that we don't, I think the reason that we have not encountered an American butler is in our day to day is like it would be, I would think, fairly expensive to keep a human on retainer, right? Like to keep a person who lives at your house and does shit for you would be expensive, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bob Uecker's character was a sports writer and his wife went to law school. What in the living fuck are they doing with a butler? First off, any butler,
but a
secondly,
top
butler
flight
of the
butler.
fucking
Yeah.
like class, distinction, and also warm-hearted, if I may,
Yeah.
of Mr. Belvedere. I do not understand how they are affording Mr. Belvedere level talent on a sports writer salary. I cannot.
doesn't make
and his
sense.
wife is racking up law school bills, and she's like, "Yeah, I'd love one.
I love a butler.
I assume an inheritance.
Is that
They
it?
inherit Mr. Belvedere? That seems
Okay,
unlikely.
I thought of the inheritance of money, but now that you mention it, maybe Mr. Butler served Euchre Sr., inventor of the card game where all of his money came from, and then he was just passed Mr. Belvedere down to his son Bob.
I'd rather not. No, come on.
Well, there's streaks on all the china.
I was not crazy about this, but when I saw the fucking streaks on the china, I was like, I gotta get in there and do my shit. Gonna get nasty on them.
I just don't get it. Like, they just put that up there and expected us to all sort of swallow it. And I don't understand. It doesn't make sense how they could afford Mr. Belvedere. I don't get it.
I might get on some Love Actually shit here for a second, but you know how when British people are in America and they talk, people are like, that's fancy. And so I think that's why we make that association. I think the reverse would be true, where if I went to London and I was like, hey, what's up? I'm a butler. They would hear my particular manner of speech and they would be like, that's a fancy boy. Gotta have him in my house. Gotta have him, waxing my cars and teaching my kids some valuable lessons. That's what was meaningful to me. Is I would show up and I would invite people into the parlor and I would help them throw great parties. But then the kids would come to me and they'd be like, I don't know about school. And I'd be like, fucking tell me about it, dude. And then they would be enriched.
And you teach them skateboard and
I teach them how to fucking skateboard and be cool and how to smoke.
Yeah.
I just want to know where to find an American butler. I just want to know about one American butler, or maybe one of us could become the first.
I would hire Griffin as my butler.
Yeah. Thanks,
Griffin
Trav.
would be a pretty good butler.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Because I'll do whatever
sold
the
me
fuck.
on it.
Yeah, I won't complain. Whatever the fuck.
How is
Then
a
you-
butler different from a valet?
They're not. I'm not. I'm both. You can fire me whenever you want to, and I will not make a big deal out of it. That's my number one thing. This is I'm at your leisure, and then I'm gone. Bye.
And you guys,
Richie Rich had a butler. He's American, isn't he?
I want to put you guys in the headspace for a second there. Imagine for Christmas that I said, I am buying you 1 year of Butler. You each open the envelope, and it's just a name. It's like Figginsworth. Mr. Figginsworth is coming to your house, okay?
Yeah.
Can you imagine, just from a social anxiety, can you imagine the mental math, knowing as what you do today, Mr. Figginsworth shows up today, can you imagine the mental math you would have to run every time? I would never ask him to do anything.
No.
He would basically
Another
just be
plate
like,
of pizza rolls, sir?
Yeah,
Yes, thank you, Figginsworth.
I wouldn't know. Can I ask him to clean the windows? I have no fucking clue. Can I ask him to go get my coat? It's right upstairs. I just gotta get it myself. I don't. It would
Shall
just
I
be something
change
else.
the rechargeable batteries in your Xbox controller, sir? Yes, thank you.
The only
you.
impact he would have on my house is I would have to open up another account on Netflix so he could have his own shit. Because
Yeah.
other than that, I cannot fathom a world where I'd ask him to do anything. I would have the confidence to ask him to do anything.
No, I'll get that, Figginsworth. Can I do
No,
your
I'll get it.
dishes,
No, please,
Figginsworth?
please.
It's fine. You always do it. Well, sir, you always do it, Figginsworth.
Take a break. It's your day, Figginsworth.
Today's your
What
day.
do you
Look
want
at
to
the
do?
look at
I'm
the
your
chore.
butler.
Look at the chore wheel, Figginsworth. It's your day off. Go fly a kite. Go buy and fly a kite, Figginsworth. Here's some money. I love you, Figginsworth. Hey, I love you,
Hey.
Figginsworth.
Love you. Love you. Sorry I didn't ask you to do anything this month. Maybe next month.
Maybe next month
You'll
I'll have
get there, sir. Thank you, Figginsworth. Would you like me to ask me to do stuff for you, sir? Yes, please. That would
Yeah,
be
that'd
great.
be great.
The thing about butlers they don't tell you is that they have to take their time off while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
So if you go to sleep, that's when the butler really can play. And if you hear him roaming around your house sometimes, that's just because that's the only free time he gets. So he's got to make the most of it.
Yeah.
Hey,
What does
Mr.
he do? What
Figginsworth,
does he even-
Did you
what is-
beat Dishonored 2 while I was asleep? Yes, sir. I was playing that.
I was playing that.
asshole.
You jumped onto my save.
I took care of it for you, sir. Well, it's I didn't need you to. I mean, I was struggling in that
you.
segment.
Oh, you brought it down to low chaos? Nice.
Nice. Yes, Lord Gregory dies at the end. No,
Come on. Figginsworth.
You're fired. No, sir.
No, please. Okay,
Not
you're
like
right.
this.
Here's another question. I was just informed a woman I know is throwing a, quote, play party, a.k.a. a swinger sex party, and I wasn't invited. There does not exist a reality in which I'd actually want to go to this party. However, she invited several of my friends, and I didn't make the cut. And I'm left wondering if this is because she views me as an introverted, awkward prude and not the potentially sexy, fun-loving lady that I am. How can I better exude a invite me to your orgy, I don't want to go vibe without being a creepy weirdo? And that's from Brooding on the Bacchanalia Blacklist.
I don't get this question even a little bit at all.
I love this question. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
This person is bummed that they did not get invited to a party they don't want to go to.
Yeah, that's the
like,
thing.
If you take all the sex out of it, that's what it boils down to.
If somebody invited me to go to a swinger sex party, I would say no, thank you, and I would feel kind of uncomfortable having to turn down that invite for anything. It's not because of the subject matter of the party. It's just like when you have to turn down an invite to anything, it is a discomfort. When somebody scopes out my situation and says, I absolutely should not invite Griffin to this because he would have to say no to that. They have done me a wonderful service. And I can't imagine, this is such a high stakes invite. Are you fucking kidding me? To have to turn this down would be really rough stuff. This is such a great service this person has done for you.
Yeah,
You also,
they've done you a kindness.
don't want to be the person at an orgy that's the pity invite. You know what I mean? That's a real bummer.
It's just like I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to invite you to this very personal pan party, and it's very personal, and I'm going out on a limb. Do you want to come to the sex party? No. Ah, shit. I wish I hadn't invited you to the personal pan sex party.
They do need a designated watcher at every one, though. Maybe that's something you could volunteer for. Just the person who watches all the sex stuff happening.
Yeah, and puts, number stickers on everybody to tell them how good they're doing.
Or you could just be like in the coat check.
Yeah, you could do coat check.
I don't understand.
Or
why
maybe
you're-
just send an edible arrangement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't make it. Apologies.
you
Enjoy
are the
some
sort
melon.
of person you're the sort of person that wouldn't want to go to an orgy. You weren't invited to the orgy. It's a fucking your friend nailed
Slam
it.
dunk.
Like
They crushed
slam
it.
dunk.
We're gonna get another. We're gonna get an email from their friend that's just like, "Hey, I fucking crushed it. I had no advice needed. I fucking crushed it with the evites on this fucking. I sent out some fun jib jab evites to my orgy, and I fucking crushed it with who I invited. I got a 100% yes, 0% no rating. I thought about my friend Stacy, but then I was like, nah, she doesn't seem like she'd be down, and I saved us both a really uncomfortable no to that. So yeah, 100% evite. Just wanted to brag. Crushed it. Jibjab.com. Go. Great comedy source.
What we're dealing with here is like a Venn diagram with a very, 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 very small overlap. And one says people who don't want to go to orgies, and the other circle says people who want to be invited to orgies. And you are the one person in the overlap that exists.
I can't.
We should. I think there's a delineation between orgy and swinger sex party. I just want to make sure that we acknowledge that there is that.
We understand there's a difference. It's just like we're trying to use efficiency of language here. Okay,
Fine.
we get it.
I have a speech impediment. I'm not very good with my S's, so I like to stick with non-S words. Thank you very much.
There's no judgment here at all. 100%. This is fantastic. I'm so glad it's happening. Go America, or whatever country this is happening in. I do have an issue. Why do you know about this party? Someone at some
fucking
point
shit.
is doing this so fucking wrong. To me, it's just implied. Obviously, you don't tell people that you're going to a fun sex party with some people they know.
No.
It's
That's a good point,
untenable.
And it is not I don't think it's a judgment thing as much as like it's just more fun that way.
It's just not done.
It's just
not only that,
it's
but with
unprecedented.
any party, especially if you're, because this is how I imagine the invite goes. It's like a one-on-one. It's not like you stand up in the break room and go, "Hey, by the way, having a party later, if anybody wants to come. So clearly in this one-on-one invite, you know that there's some exclusionary tactics happening here. So for you to then, on any party, go around being like, yeah, got invited to a party. Did you? Like, no, that's not how you deal with that.
Check this shit out, though. Sex parties off and popping, and it's going so good, and lots of lovemaking going on. It's great. And then who walks in? It's fucking Anderson Cooper, and he's like, there's a mole. And then all of a sudden, we get that fucking revival of the mole that we've all been waiting for, but it's like a very, very, very erotic mole.
That would be
the
fucking best
good.
Television show that has ever aired on. Are you kidding me with this ratings
I need
bonanza?
you two to stop with this bonanza you're having and take this quiz on who the mole is. Can we wait? I'm almost finished with my bonanza. Yes, you can wait. Yes. It's fine. I'm the designated watcher for this one anyway, so continue the bonanza.
Please enjoy your bonanza.
Just know that the love you make may be with the mole. Well, you've ruined it.
I have no problem with that, Anderson. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't want to make love to the mole.
I might have underestimated how much people cared about not having sex with the mole.
I will say this, the mole is fucking smoking hot and really good at doing it, so...
So you got that going for you.
So you got that. Maybe you don't want to vote him off the island or however the mole works. It's been a long time.
I just can't see a world where Ahmad Rashad doesn't try to sneak in there, though. Like, it seems like he would definitely want to be the guy. Like, I don't think Anderson can handle this one on his own. I do need to just go ahead and help him on this one, on this Mitch.
One of the two hosts is a mole, but we won't tell you which one. Man, I miss the mole. Fuck.
Yeah, Mole was a good show.
It's a good television show.
All right, time to go to the money zone. Follow me. I'll show you the way.
Whee! Got to tell you about a box I got yesterday. Not yesterday, it was a few days ago. I opened it, and my nose was full of the passionate smell of beautiful blooms. A bunch of beautiful blooms, because it's from Pro Flowers. Because it's that time of year where Pro Flowers sends us flowers, and all of a sudden I have flowers in my house, and at first I panic because I'm like, I don't know what to do with these things. But then I remember you just sort of look at them and smell them, and they're great. Because what is it, Travis?
Well, I was just going to say, like, I can give you a 99% guarantee from my brother, and me to you that these flowers will not contain a listening device.
No listening devices here. That's not how Pro Flowers does it. If there's a listening device, it was planted there by, I guess the whatever postal service delivered them. So these are great flowers, good prices. And right now you can get 2 dozen assorted roses with a free glass vase for $29.99 plus shipping and handling. That's what we've got. Beautiful vase with some beautiful roses. It really lightens up the kitchen.
And can I tell you a secret, Griffin?
Please.
You can reuse that vase.
Yeah, no, I realized we put it on the counter, and I placed it in between 2 identical vases that we have full of some lovely like gemstones. Don't break into my house, though. Please, they're not real gemstones. I don't just have a big urn full of rubies and emeralds. But right now, the only way to get 2 dozen assorted roses with a free glass vase starting at $29.99. I know I said 20 and then a bunch of 9 sounds. It's $29.99. Just go to proflowers.com. Use the code MyBrother. That's proflowers.com. Click on the microphone and type in the code MyBrother. Don't wait. This deal expires soon. No, Valentine's Day is coming up, and a lot of people are just looking for like a fun, special way to celebrate. Here it is. This is it.
You found it.
I would like to tell you about Casper.
Yeah.
It's a mattress company that's done changed the mattress game. Yeah. I got 2 in my house. One that I sleep on in my bedroom, and one that I sleep on in the nursery when my baby's being real fussy and I don't want to bother my wife. I put my baby in her crib and I sleep on the Casper mattress in the nursery, and everybody sleeps okay, I'll say. Not great, but the quality of the sleep is good. It's the baby screaming that is the biggest effect of the sleep, and not the mattress. That's a little insight onto the Travis McElroy sleepscape. but it has nothing to do with whether or not Casper is great, because it is.
Yeah, it's a great old mattress. We got one in the guest room, and every time we have guests over, they always talk about how sick it is. Have you talked about the free trial and return policy? You can sleep on a Casper for 100 days with free delivery to the U.S. and Canada. And if you don't like it, that's not possible, but you get painless returns. So no big deal.
$50 towards any mattress purchase can be yours by going to casper.com/mybrother and using promo code mybrother, all one word, at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Justin, can you tell me about this next message?
Yes. This message is that the person who wrote the message also wrote a book. So they're kind of multifaceted.
Yeah, just writing a bunch of things, a bunch of
writing
different
things.
vehicles.
It's called Systematic: How Systems Biology is Transforming Modern Medicine. And it explains how simple biological pieces work together to do complicated things. How the neurons in your brain work together to allow you to think. How the microbes in your gut might influence your weight and mood. How bamboo flowering schedules create swarms of rats in India every 48 years. And how gerbils in Kazakhstan get bubonic plague.
Can you take another run at saying the name of that country?
Kazakhstan?
Kazakhstan?
Well, agree to disagree.
No, don't. There's no disagreement to be found here, sir.
Try, whichever one of you that is interrupting me so rudely, can I please just read the call to action?
I mean, I guess so, but just the country has a way of saying it. But go for it. Sorry.
Pick up I think this is like a Mexico kind of thing.
Definitely not.
Pick up
go
a
ahead.
copy of Systematic at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or your local bookstore starting February 7th, 2017, which is tomorrow. You can go get it.
You should say what they said in their message, though, because they
did throw a little shade. They said, which was definitely 11 months ago, but it wasn't. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Fucking asshole.
Nailed it.
Thanks for the money.
Thanks for the money.
But
Good
anyways,
job
pick
on
up
the book.
Systematic.
Now you can write a third thing. It's an apology note. Looking forward to it.
I have a message here from Melanie. And it's from your little sister, who says, "Happy birthday, Melanie. I love you so much. And to express just how much you mean to me, I chose the sweetest baby brother in the whole world to tell you so on your favorite podcast. You're my best friend and amazing older sister, and I love you tremendously. Here's to you." This one was also...
Miss you tremendously.
Oh, what did I say?
Kazakhstan.
I miss you tremendously. Here's to you. And this is supposed to go up in February, so we're guys. I'm feeling good about how we're starting this year off. With regards to jumbotrons, and literally in no other regard, literally no other way am I cool with how we're doing so far, except for this one way we're doing it pretty good.
The first ever Very, Very Fun Day is coming to Tally Hall in Chicago on February 11th, with media sponsorship from WBEZ 91.5. Advance tickets are sold out, but we will have a limited number of tickets for sale at the door. So come on out for a day jam-packed with 5 great Max Fun podcasts, 4 local shows, and a comic showcase. For more information, please visit MaximumFun.org/veryveryfunday.
Another question here from a listener, and it goes a little.
Oh,
something.
no, we're going to do a Yahoo shush.
Okay,
Wow.
You're the boss.
Media luminaries swinging his 30 under 30 around.
How about this one from Morgan Davey? Keep it waving, Morgan Davey. It's from Yahoo Answers user Lisa R., who says, "What is a good argument to convince my parents to let me have 2 horses?"
Whoa.
Hello. Hi. I've been dreading the conversation, convincing my parents to allow me to get another horse. Right now, I have a horse that I was going to use for barrel racing, which I'll interject here, is when you stuff a horse into a barrel and then you stand on top of the barrel and you just kind of run with it all wacky. But turned out to be better at Western pleasure, and that's where, I don't know, man. I'm going to need one of y'all to Google. I know that means you're not going to pay attention to the rest of the question, but I must know what Western pleasure is. Travis, no, just one of you. I need one of you to listen to the rest of the question.
It is a Western-style competition at horse shows that evaluates horses on manners and suitability of the horse.
Couldn't have found a better name.
Yeah, Western Pleasure.
Fucking sick.
We're going to get into horse manners here in a second.
Why couldn't we just fucking... I'm going to start a new podcast, and I have zero time for new projects right now. I swore to myself, no new projects. But now I must have a podcast called Western Pleasure, and it's a fan cast for Northern Exposure. Okay. Right now I have a horse that I was going to use for barrel racing, but turned out to be better at Western Pleasure, and I have gotten very attached to this horse. Anyways, so now I'd like to add a new...
That's just a bad sentence construction. So good at Western Pleasure, I have grown very attached to this horse.
Anyway, so now I'd like to add a new speed horse, and do not know how to come about this conversation with my parents. I feel like their main argument point will be, why do you need two horses? Please help me. So we've done, gosh, how many questions about horses? All of them. Secretly, there's an undercurrent of horse in everything, and we've talked about convincing the parents to let me get a horse. This is a new and exciting avenue for us, which is, what if there's another one?
Just a super quick sidebar. I did search Western Pleasure in iTunes, and while it returned no podcast, it did return a book.
Oh, good.
Handsome Ty Steele, a professional horse trainer, is looking to add to his income by offering horseback riding lessons at his horse farm. Unfortunately, he accidentally places his ad in the personal section of the local newspaper. Gordon Burkhart, recently transferred from New York to the Midwest, comes across the ad. His overactive libido causes him to misinterpret the ad as offering something far different than what Ty intended. So what happens when Gordon arrives at the farm for his lesson? And that is the book by Terry O'Reilly called Western Pleasure. And you can get it for $1.99.
Tear my fucking pants off, Western Pleasure. Hell yeah. What's a good argument to convince my parents to let me have two horses, though? I mean, here's the thing.
You said came up with the best argument.
Oh, okay. But did you just interrupt me, or is the fucking...
I just interrupted. No, I just interrupted you.
God.
But I came up with a really good joke, and I didn't want to wait.
Well, that's the Travis McElroy story. Holy shit.
Shit. You beat me to it.
Fucking go for it, then.
Best argument for two horses. I have 4 legs.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good... Damn it, you're right. All right, worth it. But the legs would have to be... Sorry, Travis. The legs would have to be arranged...
I am a centaur.
No. See? Dummy. It can't be like that. It has to be...
You broke your joke.
It has to be 4 horizontally aligned, a perpendicular
I'm a
line
comb.
Of legs. You have to be a comb. Right.
I'm a human centipede just getting started.
Okay. The best argument... And I'm being serious here because I want to seriously fucking help this person because that used to mean something around here. Is you said parents, plural S. You got 2 parents, 2 horses, romantic rides, romantic horse dates for the folks. I'll use this motherfucker for Western Pleasure. I'll use this other motherfucker for speed racing. And then on the weekends, you take them out to the ranch. You're having a good time out there, romantic time. Maybe you start feeling things that you haven't felt. Things have gotten a little bit stale. Going out on horseback is going to change all that.
The problem is convincing your parents that 2 horses is not a case of diminishing returns, because you have to feed 2 separate horses now. You have to stable 2 separate horses now, and you can't ride both of them. You singular cannot ride both of them at the same time. So, how do you convince your parents that it is an increase? It is a return on investment. And I think the answer is you have to convince them the horse is magical.
Oh.
Okay.
Not that you need another horse general, but you need this specific horse.
See, this horse is fire type. The one I got now, fire type. And so when a water type comes around, I'm fucked. So I need to get me a grass type horse that can... Just kidding. All horses are grass type. It's all they eat is silly geese.
Here's what you got to do. I got a solution for you on this one. This one, I got a solution for. What you're going to do is you're going to buy 2 horses before your parents find out.
Oh, I see.
Once they are both there, you marry them. So and then your parents are like, you've got to sell one of these bad boys. And you say, well, Mom, Dad, they're married.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think that I'm going to sell one because they're a married pair of horses.
They're a married couple.
I do like, Justin, in the scenario that you have assumed that the person asking this question is someone who has the means to purchase 2 horses. They're just afraid of the condemnation from their parents.
I thought you were going to say the means to marry a horse, at which point I was going to just jump through the internet, Travis, and tell you everybody can marry a horse. It's all make-believe. And we're all just having make-believe fun when we talk about these things. I could go out and marry 2 horses right now. I could marry 2 dogs if I wanted to.
I guess that's true.
Technically speaking,
I couldn't come up with any argument.
Yeah, there's no argument against. Absolutely. So I think if you marry the horses, then legally your parents can't make you sell either one of them.
Yeah.
Marry them to each other, or you marry them?
No, you marry them to each other, Travis.
Okay, Justin, just wanted to make sure we all understood what page we were on.
You were on a bad page.
No. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew what page we all 3 were on.
Fucking choose your own adventure novel, and you got ate by a Yeti, sir.
And then I married the Yeti.
You married the Yeti. You loved the Yeti very, very much.
I'm going to ask another question. The other day in my intro to criminal justice class, a student took out a whole lemon and started to peel it. And then he asked me for the time. So I told him, and he went, "Oh, okay," in a sad tone of voice, and put his partially peeled lemon back in. He put his partially peeled lemon back into his bag, almost ashamed of his actions. My question is this. What should I do if this situation comes up again? What is the code word that I can use so I can get this man to enjoy his lemon in class? I think he's some kind of citrus sleeper agent, and I need advice. And that's confused and citrusy on court.
This is...
We have been getting... Listen... Before we talk about this, I just want to say we've been getting some fucking all-time questions from
the
y'all.
last
The
month.
past few weeks have been all-time questions, and I can't thank you enough for making this show palatable.
There's so many. I love our listeners, and I believe you. If you come to us with a question, that is a sacred bond of trust you put forward. I believe you. Except I don't believe this person because there's so many angles to this dangle that is just unimaginable. The fact that this person was apparently going to eat a lemon is like not even chief among them, but that they unspooled this lemon a little bit, found out that the time was bad or wrong, and then put the partially unpeeled just going to let some of the raw flesh of the fruit touch the inside of my JanSport. What?
This kind of thing always makes me feel, I'm an old man now. I'm 33. I'm not as hip as I used to be. This always makes me fear like that this is a reference or a meme or some kind of internet joke that was like a setup that like you were supposed to respond a certain way. And like, what does the fox say? And you're like, this is math class. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
This was a gag from last night's American Dad. Well, I didn't fucking see that, of course.
Oh, I've got it.
So you're saying that after they asked for what time, you should have looked them dead in the eyes and said, "What's up?"
Yeah,
exactly. That's
Here's
exactly
what you do.
it.
Here's what I think the proper response is in this situation. They start peeling the lemon. They say, "Excuse me, do you have the time?" You do a dramatic take, make eye contact with them, and whisper, "It's the sour hour," and then just everything goes crazy.
I mean, I think you could even be more on the nose than that and just say, "It's time for me to watch you apparently eat a lemon." Like one might eat a delicious Tangelo, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So please don't cock block me again. I gotta watch this pop off, please. I've been thinking about it all week since you bailed on me last week. You left me devastated.
I do enjoy the image of a person who attends their class with a lemon and not a phone. So they have the one thing, they do have a lemon with them. They left the house today with a lemon and not a phone.
Yeah.
Doesn't this reminds me of like those logic puzzles where it's like 2 men meet at a restaurant and order albatross and say for old time's sake, and when they take a bite, they fling themselves off a bridge. Like this is like there's some explanation here that I just don't understand, and it's like, well, you have to know that lemon is also another word for, And it's like, it all makes sense now.
Is there possibly maybe like a university-wide protest? A very subtle protest. We're like,
all right, at noon, we're all going to eat our lemons.
Right, we'll all eat a lemon at the same time.
I mean, maybe you're onto it. Maybe it's just this person feels like being very disruptive today. So they take a big juicy bite of their lemon while the professor's talking about criminal justice, and he's like, "What's really important to understand about jurisprudence?" And then this person's just like, "Chomp, oh." Can you please? Do you mind not doing that in the middle of my class? Hey, we're allowed to eat. I looked it up in the bylaws.
Canker sores.
Oh, the canker sores are barking.
Is it maybe a flash mob? Is there maybe a flash mob happening, and this person's one role in the flash mob is to eat a lemon at an exact moment? There's like some improv everywhere shit. I don't know exactly.
But they missed it.
They missed it. That's it.
Yeah, that's what they. Yeah, it's not that they're too early; it's that they're too late, and the whole fucking mousetrap style, like what's the word for like the Rube Goldberg machine?
Oh,
that
they
was
were supposed
kicked
to
off
start it.
Yeah, exactly. Them eating the lemon was to start it.
So there's just a flash mob like waiting at 12:01, like, come on, Jerry. Come on. And then Jerry shows up to class at 1:01 because they forgot about daylight savings time. And it's like, what time is it? And you're like, it's 1:01. You're like, oh no. The mob's going to be so mad at me.
They plan on doing a flash mob to Led Zeppelin's The Lemon Song. And then they're like, fuck. I even brought the prop. Guess I got to eat it now.
This is amazing. I can't imagine.
It's so good. Is there another good question that you want to do?
My office puts a 1,000-piece puzzle in the break room.
Oh, man.
For everyone to work on. When finished, a picture of the puzzle is taken, displayed, and a new puzzle is put out. Although people work on the puzzles, I'm always the one who completes them.
Nice.
Am I good? Or should I let someone else know the sweet satisfaction of putting in that final piece? And that's from Puzzle in Cleveland, Ohio.
This is a good question, but also I want to address the fact that you work at an office. We're hanging on the walls. A guest might come into your office to do business and see a fucking framed picture of just like a bunch of balloons. So that's pretty cool. You guys are really into balloons and what is that? Ice cream? And that's the album cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Boy, you guys are into a lot of diverse topics, I see.
I love this super cool Pixar/Google workspace where the bosses are like, no, we don't care if you spend hours on end in the break room working on a puzzle. Whatever. We're cool here.
It's a puzzle QA facility. So it is part of their, here's what I would do. Fucking mix it up. Are you ready for this? When you're about to put in the final piece of the puzzle, put something underneath the puzzle, flip it over upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for someone to enter the room and then put the last piece in.
Oh, fucking
And they'll look
shit.
at you, and you'll just be like, that's how I do it. Fucking Bobby Budnick from Slit Your Short style. I put the puzzle in, like I could put it together backwards. I feel like the picture is cheating.
That is so
and
sick.
you'll become a fucking office legend.
I have another way of doing a good, and that is just when you're about to crush it, you call everybody in. Guys, come in here. I'm about to crush this puzz. Folks come in to watch you smush the puzz. And you get that last piece, and you're like, here it goes. And you, like, hold it way up in the air like you're going to slam dunk it. Like, oh, and you're bringing your arm down, and everybody's, like, cheering and clapping because they're about to be set free from the puzz. And then you bring your arm down, but then your arm hooks and crooks, and you put it in your mouth, and you eat it. And then everybody's like, whoa, yo, James, what the fuck? And then you say, the final piece of the puzzle is you.
Teamwork is the final piece.
Teamwork's the final piece of the puzzle, and everybody claps. Now you're the boss. You've inspired everybody, and they take a picture of this puzzle without a piece, and all of a sudden it's like an Office episode because it didn't go right, but they learned something.